So you're curious about working with us at Sukhino Float Center and Salt Cave, right? You probably have a lot of questions, like when can you start? How much does it pay? But before we get to that part, we want to share a little bit about what to expect first. I'm Kim, and my husband and I own Sukhino. If you visited us as a guest, it might seem like you're just hanging out, saying hi to people as they come in, and then relaxing all day. But there's a lot more to it. We're kind of like those ducks who look really calm and cool on the surface, but they're paddling like crazy under the water where no one sees it. On a typical day, you'll vacuum and mop about, 2,000 square feet of this beautiful blue flooring and do your best to keep it sparkly all day. You'll welcome between 20 and 30 guests, with about a third of them who've never visited us before. You'll use our online booking system to apply their passes, ask them to sign waivers, and answer questions about their accounts. You'll set up our float orientation video a handful of times, so get ready to memorize my cheesy quips. In that same day, you'll clean the showers and float suites, at least a dozen times. You'll wash and fold about 4 to 8 rounds of laundry. You'll clean and rake the salt cave at least a half a dozen times. You'll brush the salt off your uniform probably 7 times or more. You'll hop inside and crouch down here to clean. You'll clean walls, doorknobs, tables, counters, sinks, and the toilet, and then you'll do it again. You'll clean the halo generator, fill it with salt, and listen to it sing the sounds of salty wisdom, and then do it again. Most days you'll wash your hands at least a few dozen times. You'll answer the phone 10 to 20 times and answer questions about our services, schedule appointments, sell packages and gift certificates. You'll answer what is floating 1,000,000 times. You'll carefully orchestrate the timing of about 20 to 30 appointments each day to ensure that each guest receives personalized service and never feels like they're being rushed in or out the door. You'll also ease the nerves of the guests who've seen ridiculous tales about sensory deprivation in movies or who are terrified of the idea of being alone with their thoughts and nothing to distract them. You'll offer tissues when someone comes out of a float pain-free for the first time in years, or when they're processing some really big emotions that came up during their session. You'll answer questions about our retail products and make suggestions that will help our guests feel their very best. You'll chat with the lovely humans who come to see us frequently. You'll get to know their families, their pets, their jobs, their lives, and you'll care about it. You may work with one other person during a shift, but once you're fully trained and certified, you may work on your own. And you'll work with us. Graham is the king of customer service, and I'm the idea machine who pulls everything together behind the scenes. We aren't out-of-sight leaders. We love this place and will often be right there with you. But we're not done with the list yet. Some other things you'll be doing on a typical day: you'll clean filters and scrub inside and outside the float cabins. You'll carefully prepare the service areas for each guest as though it's the most important thing you've ever done, because for some of our guests, it really is. You'll carry 50-pound bags of salt to ensure that we maintain the perfect specific gravity to make floating completely effortless. You'll restock our retail shelves, clean the windows. You'll check and recheck the filter housing because you don't want to clean up 200 gallons of salt water leaking from everywhere if you don't. You'll check the mirror a couple of times a day to make sure you don't have salt on your face, but you'll own the look if you happen to. You'll carry and set up our infrared mats that weigh between 16 and 23 pounds each. And every day you'll invite guests to come back without being pushy or salesy or trite. You'll create a space that feels warm and welcoming. And you'll honor the sanctuary that is, Sukhino. If you like the idea of juggling all of these responsibilities and showing up as a real, authentic human to help us care for our community, we'd love to chat. Please be sure to complete our online application on Facebook to be considered for this role. And if you have any questions, we're all ears.